Good evening. Welcome to RPTV. I'm Craig Stagner coming to you from the JK Auto Repair studio. JK Auto Repairs is, of course, a full-service car care provider located at 2301 Selmore Road in Ozark, Missouri. This is your All Parts Auto Salvage Weekend Race Report. All Parts Auto Salvage with two locations in Springfield, 2600 North Benton with the salvage yard and 425 East Kearney for the parts store, where they're a proud retailer of Schaefer Racing motor oil, as well as a darn good place to rent yourself a U-Haul for any of your needs coming up this fall. Well, this weekend, hey, I tell you what, the weather was a lot better today than it was last Saturday, that's for sure. Warm weather. It got cool in the evening, but my goodness, we had sunny, beautiful weather, outstanding for the racing that we did have and some of the special events. Speaking of which, 81 Speedway was one of our first ones. Had the modified Spooktacular. This was a $10,031 to win event. Here's a look at the USRA A-Mod winner. This is Jake O'Neill. He took home $10,031. You can see he's pretty excited. That makes pretty good. Your trick or treat basket looks pretty good when you've got that $10,000 check right there sitting in it. Another good check to have, $1,031 for your B-Mod winner, Jim Chisholm. So congratulations to Jim, especially to Jay. A $10,000 check there at 81 Speedway in Park City, Kansas. And let's just see here. Let's just see if we can't skim through everything as fast as possible. That was slick. I-35 Speedway had their season finale at Winston, Missouri. This race was supposed to happen last week, but like a couple of the other ones, it was postponed, of course, until yesterday. Now here's a look at some of your winners. Your USRA A-Mod winner, Ed Knoll. The B-Mod winner, Shadron Turner. Stock Cars, Doug Keller. Cody Cleghorn takes your Pure Stock. Kerry Davis, the Midwest Limited Late Model. Your E-Mod, Ethan Isaacs. And Sport Compact, David Miller. Now, your champions were announced already. We don't have the pictures of them up yet, but we are going to do a special show talking about just the champions for the year. But those winners, your 2020 season champion in the USRA A-Mod was Tyler Hibner. Nick Haynes is the season champion of the B-Mods. The USRA Stock Cars champion, Doug Keller. The 2020 Pure Stock champion, Brandon Dixon. Kerry Davis took the win last night and also was your Midwest Limited Late Model 2020 champion. Casey Burnett is your Economy Mod champion. And Sport Compact almost swept the season. I think there was only a couple seconds that he had all year, and that was John Willard. Congratulations to all of them. And a big thank you to Lisa Burlington Photography for allowing us to use her photos here. There's a look, speaking of which, Lakeside Speedway had their event. This was a $10,000 to win event in Kansas City, Kansas. This was Friday night. Your modified winner taking home $10,102 from the modified class. That was Ricky Thornton Jr. Nice looking check there when you had that. When you got that many decimals or many numbers on your check, that's pretty sweet. Ricky Thornton Jr. with the $10,000 win in the modified. B-Mod Patrick Royalty takes home $1,002. Congratulations to both of them at Lakeside Speedway in Park City, Kansas. Randolph County Raceway had postponed their event, and we originally said we thought they were going to race Sunday night. They are either last night or tonight. They did not have the staff, and some of their staff had already made previous plans. Irregardless, they went ahead and called their season done and announced their champions. Your 2020 season champions from Randolph County Raceway B-Mod, Dakota Gerard. Four-cylinder Alvin Cooney. Late model David Melloway. Your A-Mod champion Tyler Shaw. And stock car champion Larry Wynn. Now, also going on today is Centerville Dragway has day 2 of their bracket challenge that started yesterday. Humboldt Speedway has their Halloween hangover. That should be wrapping up here in a little while. Mocan had Sunday Fun Day. Bonne Terre had a bracket race. Centerville, again, had the Fall Bracket Showdown. And Ozark Raceway Park had a 2-day Hooktacular event. We'll be talking about those as soon as we get some of those results here. Now, NHRA is in Las Vegas. They're just about to wrap up, so we don't have the day champions. However, The season champions has already been locked up. 3 of those have been announced. The 4th one, I'm going to go ahead and call it because by my math, he's got it wrapped up. Steve Torrence is announced as your Top Fuel champion. This is 3 times, 3 in a row for Steve Torrence, 3-time champion of the Top Fuel class. Matt Hagan, it hasn't been made official, but he's made it to the finals. Tommy Johnson was in second. He did not make the finals. By my math, that makes this big fella right here, Matt Hagan, a 3-time funny car champion. Erica Enders, I really like her. I got to be honest, when I first started coming in contact with her, I was a little unsure. She was a little guarded, but over the couple of years at PRI, getting to talk to her more and more, absolutely think the world of Erica Enders, and I'm really happy to see that she has won her 4th championship. And I talked about last week that I wondered where that put her on the all-time pro stock list. Well, surprisingly, 4 puts her at about 3rd, because there's some guys, some names like Bob Glidden and Shepard. There's some guys that won 5, 10. But anyway, this is one of your top 5 all-time pro stock champions. Congratulations, that pretty girl there, Erica Enders. Now, Matt Smith, that was her 4th, by the way. Matt Smith claims his 4th championship today in the motorcycle class at Las Vegas. Those races are still wrapping up. Again, don't have the daytime winners. However, those 4 do take home your season championships. Gander Outdoor Truck Series in Martinsville on Friday night. Grant Enfinger takes the win. Ben Rhodes, followed by Zane Smith, are your top 3. In the Xfinity class, Harrison Burton, he has come on strong with 2 wins in a row, back-to-back Xfinity wins for this 20-year-old. Justin Allgaier 2nd and Noah Gragson 3rd. The Premier Series, again, these all in Martinsville, just wrapped up a short time ago. Chase Elliott takes the win. Ryan Blaney 2nd and Joey Logano 3rd. So Chase Elliott takes the win there. Last night, Hillbilly Speedway was going to be a race, but now that track is kind of a bowl in that it is down just a little bit lower than some of the ground around it, and it's got pretty good barricades around it to hold those cars in with all the rough ride. Well, what it also does is makes a real nice pond when you get so much rain. So track was too wet. That final race of the season has been postponed till next Saturday, when it's again supposed to be sunny all week. It'll be great. We'll talk about that on Wednesday. However, because of it being Halloween, our pal Heather Groff there and Dawn Power and them convinced Franklin to go ahead and let's do the trunk or treat. So he did. And here's a look at some of your people, little Hulkster and little Patrick Mahomes. I'm just going to kind of scroll through these. Some really, really good-looking costumes out there. Had a great time with kids getting to talk to some of them. There's our pal Joey. He was in full race car gear, and of course his mom and dad had to wear their pit crew jumpsuits. Woody and Buzz had a great time with all of them, with all the people that were there, having a good time. This was my wife's pick here for the best costume, this little Cabbage Patch Kid. It was great to see the kids out having a good time and a good place to come hang out and get some candy. Maybe my favorite part of the night, I got to admit, though, was talking to this fella. I got talking to Warren Hicks, 82 years of age. He was hanging out there with James Craig, and I absolutely adored this young man. He's 82 years of age, has background in dirt track racing, drag racing, all sorts of things. Just wanted to show this picture. It's a good looking fella. I could have stood and talked to him for hours. I really had a great time with him. So, Warren, if you're watching this, thank you so much for entertaining me and talking with me. We talked last week, we did a little birthday shout out because getting ready to come up here pretty soon is birthday for Dawn Power's grandson Xavier. Well, as you can see, this is not how you want to see Xavier. Just one of those things. He had a great time there running around getting candy. He hit our table 3 or 4 times. And wouldn't you know it, at the end of the night, he falls and breaks his little wrist. Doggone it, little feller. He is going to spend his birthday in a cast. So did find out that it was broke. They did surgery on it this morning, put pins in it, and he's going to be okay and have a cool story, and he'll have a cast. And I'm going to make sure we get over to him and get a chance to sign that. So, Xavier, buddy, hey, I want you to know that that I love you, and I'm glad that you're okay and that you got that set. And I'm sorry that you got hurt, but you'll have a good birthday coming up here next week. Speaking of later in the week, on Wednesday, we'll have our midweek show. We'll be talking about a couple things. We will have, I think we're going to go ahead and announce our candidates, our finalists, our class of 2021, the Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame. We will announce our inductees on Wednesday. We'll do a special show. So the Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame class of 2021, the second annual class, will be inducted coming up in February. We'll make those announcements on Wednesday. Also, we will have an announcement about a contest coming up. We're going to be doing a fundraiser for a very special cause. One of our most beloved friends in the world, Rochelle Summers, has a special interest in the Toys for Tots. We're going to be doing a fundraiser, and I'm going to be asking all of you to help out by throwing in some money. We have over 11,000 fans on this ORP TV page. If every one of those people kicked in $5, we could have over $55,000 to submit to the Toys for Tots. If we can just get a little bit of help from everybody, we can make this a really good Christmas for a lot of kids who have really suffered through this sucky 2020. It's going to be hard for them to understand at Christmas why maybe it's a little less than in normal years because of the job situation in such a bad 2020. So we're going to do our best to make that better. Want to thank you so much for being here and joining us on ORP TV. Again, I had a great time at Hillbilly Speedway for the Trunk or Treat. I see Dawn here. Dawn, I hope Xavier's doing okay. We will see you all back here Wednesday for a special midweek show talking about, again, the fundraiser for Toys for Tots, as well as the 2021 class of the Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame, those inductees. Until then, please be safe and love each other. We'll see you back here on Sunday night for ORP TV. I'm Stag.